In this tutorial, we're going to look at web view, engines, and then history. It will look like a small mini web browser. Let's create a new JavaFX application project. Okay, as usual, we are going to add JavaFX SDK library to this project. In my case, it's SDK version 16. Okay, that's what I have. Apply. Okay. Let's open WebEngine in SceneBuilder. Copy. I'm going to replace grid pane with anchor pane. So we are going to add web view, then roughly about 10-11 hyperlinks, one text field. Then we can rearrange the anchor pane slightly large. Let's see. For the buttons, actually it's not a button, it's hyperlinks, but it looks like a toolbar on web browser. So I'm going to group them together in HBox container. So let's enlarge anchor pane to be 800 by 600. So because I'm recording this video in 720p, so I'm going to have a slightly smaller size. So we are going to add multiple hyperlink, not the buttons, because previously lessons I show you how to use hyperlink. So I'm going to continue from that lesson so that it make more consistent with the previous lesson and this one and next one. Text field, so you can type the URL of the website. Then something you can click so that you can go to that website. That will be zoom in or zoom out. You should be able to change the font size. Let me enlarge it. Let me add 2-3 more hyperlinks, then we can go from there. I think we can add one more, so let's add one more. Okay. So this is web view, okay. So enlarge it. Okay. Let's look at on preview so that we know how it looks like. So we have look like a mini web browser with toolbars. Then web view, that's the place for web page to show up. Let's name it one by one. Normally we create a backward. This is forward. Reload. We should be able to go to home page for typing URL of the website. This is a hyperlink for search. Again, zoom in, zoom out. For font size of the web page, I will just say font plus symbol for enlarge, and then font, and then minus to shrink or minimize the size of the fonts on the web page. Then we bring up about page. Okay, the last one we can just get rid of it. So let me enlarge. Okay, now looks okay. Okay, backward, forward. Okay, now we are going to name FX ID. So I will use the hyperlink HL backward. Then I will use the same name. For event handler, for simplicity, I will just say handle backward, forward, and so on. I think I'm pretty sure you can handle it, just a lot of repetition at this point. Okay, that was the last one. Then here, web view. Okay, then we don't need a event handler, so that's good enough. Save it. Again, a lot of repetition will be here. So we have 12 or 13 fx ID to match up data field in controller class, then look like the 11 event handlers. You can add them all, so please do so. Okay, we are going to change to private. So basically copy paste it, then now you can add fxml annotations one by one, or you can copy paste it, up to you. Okay, here is the important things. You need to use Initializable interface to implement initial setting for WebView and WebEngine. So initialize abstract methods. As it is, we can initialize the settings. Let's start with creating WebEngine object. WebView get engine. Eventually we need to move to up there, but let me just keep it for now. So here, WebEngine, we can load default web page or website. Make sure you use a full URL, include HTTP or HTTPS. Next one, we can set web history. Again, web history. Next one is user agents HTTP header. Basically saying you can set your web browser default identity. Let's just print it out, and you can eventually copy paste it, or you can use the default as it is. So let's say system out println web engine get user agents that refers to your web browser. In this case, of course, it's a JavaFX web engine. So this is something we can copy paste later on. Okay, keep it that way now. Let's build the project. That's the basic skeleton of the mini web browser. Run it. Sorry, we need to use VM options. Let's do the same thing as it is. Module path to JavaFX SDK 16 library. Typically, we add modules, JavaFX controls, and FXML. There's one more thing to add, but for now, let's keep it this way. Apply, OK. Okay, you can see some message here, WebEngine, Webview, something to do with the web. So let's go back, VM options. So if you look at JavaFX 16 library, second last one says JavaFX Web library. That's the one we are using it at this point. So JavaFX app. Okay, now error message disappear. Hang on, as you can see, looks like web browser. Okay, default layout. Here, default website happen to be Google. That's what I set it. By default, it just load the web page with Google website. Okay. So let's implement search so that we can go to different website. So this is hyperlink. We can use set order actions. Then we can implement event handler, new event handler. We have handler events, methods. So web engine we can load according to TF search, get text. Basically, whatever we type the URL of the website, that's the one we're going to load it. Again, web engine is not visible here, so as you can see, create a local variable. We don't do that. So let's go down here. Okay, let me copy this, and I will move up. Okay, let's say web engine. Go all the way up. Maybe after here, private web engine. Okay, just say FXML. So now we have a variable class level so that we can use it in our methods. Okay. Build it again. Okay, no error message. Okay, that's the user agents saying that I'm using Mozilla 5.0 compatible or Apple WebKit 610.1, but actually it's a JavaFX 16. Okay, basically say it's compatible. So you can copy, paste it. So you can set the default web engine for user agents, or you can just leave it as it is, as a default, up to you. So let's try with the search. Okay, again pull URL, include HTTPS. I will just type cnn.com, click. It will take about 1 or 2 seconds. Sometimes it takes about 3 seconds. It's not the same as using modern web browser. It's relatively slow. Okay, let me just click one link. Okay, it seems like it's working. I'll stop here for now.